Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rider Ramblings. This is part 2 of the Yamaha France customers are inconvenient. Sorry. Bloody stupidity with priority adwat. Video. Right. If you didn't see part 1, I would recommend you look at it now. I'll put a link up in the top of the screen for you so you can actually see it, because this will build on what I actually said in the previous video. Well, I arrived at Moto Crete at about 9:25, and they actually opened on time at 9:30, but Laurent, with whom I had an appointment booked at 9:30, didn't arrive until 10 to 10. Excuse me, I confirmed this booking by email with him 2 days earlier. So he knew. He was the one who phoned me to arrange the appointment. He was the one who gave me a selection of times. I chose the one which was most suitable for me, and then confirmed it in writing. And yet he can't be bothered to turn up on time. I mean, that speaks volumes. It really, really does. Anyhow, once he finally arrived and sorted himself out and so on, it was closer to 10 o'clock. Now, I was supposed to be meeting the expert at 9:30 as well. Now, I'm using the term expert lightly. I'm sorry, I'm exceptionally angry about this. Because he never turned up. Well, he never turned up while I was there. I waited until just after 20 past 10. No expert. None whatsoever. So how was he supposed to know what to test? If he can't be bothered to turn up. Okay, now, just to make sure, I'd actually sent an email to Yamaha France requesting some information. Now, I requested the expert's credentials. Why is he an expert? What makes him an expert? How much time did he have riding the FJR? This type of thing. And in that email, I specified that I had another appointment at 11 o'clock. And so it would be advisable for the expert to be on time, as we didn't have a lot of time to discuss. We had an hour, approximately. Well, as I say, he didn't turn up. Now, according to Laurent, someone did eventually turn up. Now, whether this is the expert, whether it was somebody from the Moto garage, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I have no information. Absolutely none whatsoever. So I've got no idea how expert the expert is. I've got, well, based on the fact that he can't turn up on time, I believe that he's not an expert. I mean, that just proves that he's not an expert at anything. Now, according to Laurent at Jouy Moto, instead of actually testing this FJR against and comparing it against another FJR, he took it out for a 30-kilometre approximately run. I don't know where he took it. I don't know anything about this at all. According to Laurent, he took it out for 30 kilometres. I can feel the vibrations now. If the expert had arrived on an FJR, which had been properly manufactured by Yamaha, he would be able to feel this. He would. So as far as I'm concerned, it seems that the expert's credentials are not worth the paper they are written on at all. Not even a little bit. So, yeah. Anyhow, he said, oh yes, there are some vibrations occasionally through the foot peg. That tells me that he did not test this motorcycle correctly. He didn't take it on roads where he could do 110 to 130 kilometers an hour, which is where the problem is. He just didn't do it. I'm sorry, Yamaha France, but you've had your chance. You have totally blown it. And the only thing that you've managed to do is confirm to me that you are a total and utter waste of time. I have now been there 7 times. Every time I go, it costs me money. Yes, I am deducted pay. I don't get paid to go to Yamaha France. At all. So basically, you've wasted my time and you've wasted my money. And I'm sorry, that is just inexcusable. Totally and totally inexcusable. Totally inexcusable. Anyhow, I need some fuel. So I'm going to the petrol station. You can probably see that it's flashing at me. I don't know if you can see that on the dash, but the dashboard is reading the low fuel warning. Come on, Charlie. It's all right. I've got nothing against you. I'm not upset with you. I'm upset with Yamaha. So, I shall be writing to Yamaha Japan because it's obviously a complete waste of time contacting Yamaha France. They haven't got the wherewithal to acknowledge my letter at all. They've just proved themselves that their expert is incompetent and inept. Totally incompetent and totally inept. So, yeah. So, anyhow, that's that. I shall go out on the bike. I shall endure the vibrations, unfortunately, but I need to clear my head, and about the only way I can do that is by riding on the bike. So, yeah. I wonder how much Charlie's putting in. Probably about 100 euros. So that'll take a minute or two. Anyhow, So that's the story so far. I shall be writing to the chairman in Japan and informing him of the problems and informing him of the complete incompetence of Yamaha France. And this is from the national director down. I mean, you know, we are talking, you know, this is from the top. If the national director can't be bothered to even acknowledge my letter, I'm sorry, you know, that's a problem. They have an endemic problem and they need to sort it. Right, well, it looks like I'm going to have to go to the UK. I've been trying to find desperately an FJR specialist in France. And by that I mean somebody who only works on an FJR, a bit like we have in the UK. Ernie and Doc, they only work on the FJ and the FJR. But so far I haven't found one. I shall look in Germany and in Belgium and Luxembourg and Switzerland and see if there's anybody there, because at the moment I've got 10 days worth of quarantine if I go to the UK, which is going to cost me a lot of money. Not something I want to do. Right, I'm sorry about the rant, but if you're in France, don't use the Yamaha dealerships. Just don't. They are quite simply a complete and utter waste of time. Complete and utter waste of time. Thank you for watching. I shall now fill up the bike and go for about an hour's worth of a run to try and clear my head. Thanks for watching. Please comment. I would love to know if you know of somebody in France who specialises in the FJR. If you do, please leave a note in the comments below. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.